Hello, hello, it's Anne-Sophie here, and I am coming in to talk about what you can do to go from feeling overwhelmed and shift into focused in 3 easy steps. So my name's Anne-Sophie, and this is my column contribution for the Business Heroine magazine for the month of March 2016. Now, I know that one thing that happens, my hair looks kind of funny. Let me fix that here. One thing that happens is when you work with change makers is they are people with big heart, big ambition, big dreams, and they want to do a lot of things, lots and lots and lots of things. They are just so excited to take on the world and really shift and be the change that they want to see in their own world. So what happens is, they're going to have 50, 100 Post-its, 10 calendars, and just so many things to do and a lot of demands. And then come 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon, it's like it's time to go feed the kids. It's the end of the day. What do you do? What do you do when it just feels like this? You're like, I can't figure my shit out, and I can't get it done. And that, is not a good state to feel focused and connected, and like you're doing what you need to be doing. So it's important to shift back into feeling focused and on fire. So how do you do that? How do you do that? So I'm going to share with you a simple tool that I love to use, and I actually have used it as well with my kids. When my son was a preschooler and he was, in that 3 to age 4 stage, and he was, having tantrums and he was losing his mind. I mean, he was small, no problem. So we use the same technique to help him get grounded and also like back to feeling awesome again. So the technique is what I call stop, breathe, love. Stop, breathe, love. It's really easy to remember. Stop, breathe, love. So the first step is stop. So the moment you notice that you're being a little crazy busy, it's like you're feeling like you're at the cinema watching yourself going a little crazy and you can't pull yourself out of it. First step is go, okay, whoa, stop. Like take a step back. It can be like pushing yourself back from your desk and going like, what's going on here? And just kind of like taking stock of your environment, what you're doing. And you almost want to picture yourself like you're in a balloon and you're going whoop, right above your world and kind of like looking as if you're an observer. So that is your stop. And the second step is breathe. So breathing is when you can really shift your emotions. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, it's a moment where you're feeling a lot of feelings that you may not want to be having. Could be tension, anxiety, stress, overwhelm, fear you're not going to get things done, and or feel like you're not good enough. Could be all kinds of stuff like that. So what you want to do is breathe in what you'd like to be feeling instead, and breathe out what you want to release, let go of. It's that simple. I love to do exercise where you breathe in through the nose, what I want, and then breathe out through the mouth, whatever is I am saying, good riddance, I do not want you. Quite often in those moments of scatteredness, my favorite one is to breathe in clarity and then breathe out confusion. It's so simple. Breathe in clarity, breathe out confusion. So that's what I would do. I'm just, once I've stopped, taken a step back, look and assess the situation, like what's going on, what am I really doing, have I lost course of where I'm going, just kind of look at that big picture and then stop, take a few breaths, breathe in clarity, exhale confusion. And doing 3 to 5 breaths is really all it takes. It doesn't have to be a lot of breathing. If you need more, I mean, by all means more, you can breathe for a minute and just get really grounded, really connected to the present and the moment. Now, the third part is love. So this is where when you're dealing with a kid who's throwing a tantrum or a grown-up who's throwing a tantrum, it's easy to be opposite of love and put pressure and get hard and be like, you're not doing good enough, you should be doing more, and blah, 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 and just shooting and cutting and wooding, getting angry and annoyed. And that actually is like throwing oil onto a fire, and it's just going to make things explode rather than diffuse them. So as in when there's a fire, you want to, and it's too big, what would you do? You would love it. You would try to see, okay, well, let's see how I can remove a bit of this and add some air here and just kind of like make things better. So with your own situation, if you're finding yourself in this element of craze and overwhelm, you want to ask yourself, well, how can I love myself more in this situation? What is the most loving action I can do? Sometimes it can mean I'm going to close my computer, take a break, and go for a walk. Take myself out of this situation so I can come back refreshed. And sometimes it can be, you know what, I'm just going to close a few distractions and make this really simple list of the next 3 things I'm going to do and just focus on them. So the answers can be multiple. You know, if you're watching this, maybe thinking about your child, and how I use this with my child is that, right, instead of, you know, putting him in a timeout and getting really annoyed, it was also trying to connect to the feelings that he was feeling. Like, how can I love him in this moment and get him to understand what's going on? You know, as grown-ups, when we're going through anxiety and stress, we're having little tantrums. Our emotions are out of whack, and we don't need to run away from them. We need to welcome them and be like, okay, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling anxious, that's okay. You can, I can still love you. It's as if I'm talking to myself here, but like saying, I can still love myself even though I'm feeling stressed and anxious. And in fact, how can I love myself through this feeling so I can let it go? So the way to like burst the bubble of anxiety is actually to love it into extinction. So it then diffuses. So the tool really is stop, breathe, love. And really, it's such a simple tool, such a simple practice, and you can apply it in lots and lots of areas of your life. But it really is to notice those moments when you're feeling kind of crazy busy and just like an explosion of things are going on. Stop, take a step back, look at it from a non-judgmental, just look at what's on the table, what's going on. And then breathe in what you need, breathe out what you don't need. Just get connected to your body, be present. And then love. You know, what is the most loving thing that you can do in this situation to love yourself more rather than less? And it's that simple. This is not rocket science, but it is transformational. Now the trick is that actually going to be to do it. So what I could recommend is maybe grabbing, I was talking about Post-its, use one of your Post-its. If you have got lots of them, then stick, stop, breathe, love, put it somewhere. And that when you see it as a reminder, if you're being busy, stop, breathe, love. Or if you have a period of the day where this is happening, there's overwhelm that comes up around the same time every single day, let's say 2 or 3 p.m. Oh my God, I stopped and done, blah, 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 blah. Like put a calendar reminder and it'll pop up at that time and it'll just say, hey, stop, breathe, love. And you're like, right, it's my moment to take a step back and take a break and pause and reconsider what's going on and love myself more so I can feel focused and feel on fire when I am here to create the work that I'm here to create. So I hope that was helpful. I'm Anne-Sophie. You can find me in the Business Heroine magazine. I have a column there that I put out every month through either words or video. I'm also, you can find me at Shesachangemaker.com and just probably in a whole bunch of social places. I really look forward to being able to hear how this has helped you. So if you're seeing this video, leave a comment below. Tell me how you can have used this tip, or if you've used a tip like this before. I'd love to hear how this has been helpful to you. I will see you next month for another iteration of the She's a Changemaker column, which is all about, you know, being a business heroine, being the kind of person who is building a business that spreads love and changes lives, but doing it in a way that feels good, right? Okay, talk to you soon.